Materials, mostly aluminum alloys. Mix aluminum, tin, nickel. The nickel content changes the structure of the piston as to its ability to expand. One of the newest things, or latest, probably 20, 30 years old, is called a hyperneutenic piston, which has a 12% nickel content, but it expands about twice its size. So expansion rate is kind of critical there. We like them. They're a lot lighter. They last a lot longer, especially in everyday street cars. Again, we get out there, we want to modify, we want to go fast. Same thing. We got to go with forged. Forged is what we want. And we take a forged piece of aluminum, pound the crap out of it so we get the basic shape, and then machine it down to what we want. Okay, withstands the high pressures in the cylinders, especially if you're adding nitrous or forced induction, be it supercharger or turbocharger. Okay.
You said you made
again, the head of the piston, depending on compression ratio, where it is. Flat top here, this piston is flat, has two valve reliefs, intake exhaust relief there. It can be slightly domed, or it can be hugely domed. Okay, and again, this is a dome piston. A lot of times we use this to raise the compression ratio. Okay. We make the combustion chamber smaller by putting the dome on it. Way to think about it, if we use this flat top piston, it would probably be about a 9-to-1 compression ratio. If we change it to this dome piston, we could actually move it up to a 10.5 or 11-to-1. Okay. As you make the combustion chamber smaller, remember the difference is the piston at bottom dead center to what it is at top dead center. So when we put a dome on it, we actually make it smaller, okay, which raises the compression ratio, which actually generates more power.
So the smaller chamber is as
well, the more power it can produce. We compress the same amount of air into a smaller space, and we can generate more power from that. Okay, below the paint surface or the dome, down the side, are the grooves. The grooves are cut in here for the piston ring. We have two compression rings. 1 and 2 are going to be the compression rings. That might be the next segment there. The lower groove is actually going to be the oil ring. Okay. And again, the oil ring is 3 segments, 2 scrapers, and an expander. They can be called grooves or lands. Okay.